My name's Julie Bevan and I work with the Blue Fire Tigers group, a group I founded in 2014. It's a community group to teach our whānau here who couldn't normally afford lessons and so on, so we had free lessons pre-COVID. We did them in person, and since it's COVID, subsequently it's been online. So welcome to yet another video, and this song has been requested by a viewer, and I'm very keen to teach you this one because it covers a whole lot of new material, new ideas, new concepts that we haven't talked about. It's called Lambada. And Lambada was a song written and recorded by a French-Brazilian band called Kaoma in 1989-1990. It was a huge hit, swept the world. Everyone was into it, wanted to play it, wanted to dance it. It was a great nightclub song. It was a really big deal, and then suddenly fell off the radar again. However, Lambada is a style of dance and music that comes from Pará in Brazil, which is in the north, and it incorporates a lot of folkloric dances, forró, other styles of music, which is still incredibly popular to this day and danced all the time, usually as a partner dance. Sometimes it was the Lambada, the song that became famous, was called the Forbidden Dance, because it's a couples dance, and there are people who, it's quite centralised. The movements are really beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at it. Harmonically, the chords are reasonably straightforward. We've got a couple of bar chords which will be slightly challenging for those of you who are in the early stages of playing, but don't let that put you off. I'll give you some tips in here as to how to practice them. As always, when you're practicing something, you want to play it, or learning, you want to do it as slowly as possible to eliminate any mistakes right from the get-go if you can. The key to the very fast chord changes that you're going to want to achieve is very slow practice. The basic rule of thumb is the faster you want to play, the slower you have to practice. Works every time. So let's have a look at the chords. The rhythm for this. This Lambada is in two, so it's 2 beats, 2 counts in each bar. So here we go. We've got the first finger, first fret, first string, all the ones. And we've now got the second finger, third string, second fret, and the third finger is the second string and the third fret. Now I'm going to play this with a finger style, but there's no reason why you can't strum it as well. I just prefer to do it in this particular song. But the technique is the same. It's just whether you're coming across the strings or using an individual finger for each string. So in either event, you're going to play the 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings, because that's the notes that we're holding, obviously, but more importantly, that's the notes that best reflect the melody, which are going to make it easier for people to sing it, including yourself if you're accompanying yourself singing, and it's going to make it easier for to hear the movement. As you hear the movement between the chords, you can hear where the song is going. So we play these by 1, 2, sorry, 1 and up, 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Now those of you who are watching, you can hear that I've got a ghost note in there, a damped string. That's a good sort of snare drum effect, which enhances the rhythm and gives it a real push and gives it that drive that you want to achieve, the groove you want if you're going to get people up and dancing, which of course we all hope to do. So how do you do that? There's a number of ways. In this song, I'm doing it by relaxing the fingers. I'll slide close to you. Relax the fingers, but keep them on the string. That's the key. Keep them on the string, and you get that dead sound, which sometimes we get by accident and we don't want. And so 1 and 2, and that just gives that. So you can hear when we get this beat happening, it starts to drive the train, as we say. So here we go. 1 and 2. Now the next chord is B flat. that. Okay, don't take fingers off the strings, but relax your fingers. Keep them on the string. Make sure you either eliminate or avoid developing the habit that every time a chord change comes, you drop everything off the strings. Keep them on the strings because they're always looking for fingers that do not have to move at all or can stay on the string and move to a new position. So in this case, neither of those two things are true. So the next best thing is which finger moves to where, and we hopefully the ones they're not going to move too far. And that's going to it's going to be a lot slower and more complicated to practice in the beginning, but it will achieve very, very fast chord changes, I guarantee it. It does not fail. It always works. The fingers know where they're going next, they'll just move smoothly. It's exactly, think of it like dance when you choreograph a dance. It's exactly the same process of teaching the body to move from one position to the next fluently and with no jarring. So we've got to move. I'm going to choose to move this third finger first because that's the most difficult one to shift. It's the least organised of all our fingers, especially the one on the left hand. So all that has to happen here is it's going to still be in this third fret. So all it has to do is slide across upwards to the third string. So it's moved from the second to the third string. Now the other two fingers are going to be easy to locate now because the fourth finger just tucks underneath and the second finger is just coming over the top. So we've got fourth, third, second string respectively. So moving from that to that doesn't look complicated anymore because each finger knows individually where it's going. So you're not going, where do I go next? And especially with these third finger, and to some extent the fourth finger, you end up, you've got most of the chord in place, but some of them don't know where they're going. There's always someone, isn't there? So by training your fingers in this way, you create a very, very strong neural pathway in the brain, which will, same way, it's the same technique that you used to walk. You had to learn to do this as a little kid, and you did. You see little kids working and they go, which foot goes next? And they forget and fall down. But you learn, and so by practicing very carefully, very methodically, and you could program that movement. So we're doing the same thing when we're changing chords. So third finger slid across to the third string, and the other two fingers just bracket it in the same fret, the third fret. So we've now got the fourth, third, second strings, and this is the barre. Making sure the barre is as close to the fret as possible. Get this out of the way so you can see, and is as straight as it can be. Another issue we have, just relax your fingers, but don't take them off. Another issue we have when we are first learning is to get these fingers bent and this one straight. Inevitably you end up trying to curl that one as well. If you took your hand off the guitar and do it without, you can do that, no problems at all. So physically it's not difficult to do. It's difficult because we've got this in the way and we're thinking very hard about bending these fingers and keeping them as close to the fret and all the other details. So this finger's going to do the same thing. So keep that straight. And the rest of a lot of the force is applied by this upper arm pulling back on the string. It's not all your fingers having to do all the work. So put the pressure on the string, and we're going to play the fifth, fourth, third, second string. So we've moved from the top string set to the middle string set. And we do this for a count of 2 again. 1 and 2 and again. So we're only going to do it for 1 count of 2 each chord. 1 and 2 and now C. Okay, everything's going to have to move here, so there's not much we can do to make this easier. So first finger is going to be the first fret, second string. Second finger has got the fourth string, second fret. And this finger here is going to have the fifth string, third fret. And we're going to stay on that string set, 5, 4, 3, 2. So if you're strumming it, do the same thing. So 1 count of 2. 1 and 2. Now F. Okay, now we've got an example. Just relax the fingers on the string. And we have an example here of a finger that can stay behind. So the third finger doesn't move. It's common to both chords. There are very sound harmonic reasons for that, which also go to explain the tuning on the guitar, but that's a subject for another lesson. The fourth finger is going to just tuck in underneath on the fourth string. Second finger, is going to go across to the third string and a barre on the first fret. There are other shapes that you can, partial shapes you can use, but we're going to go with this one for today. And for this, we're going to play 6, 4, 3, 2. So we're missing a note in between. 1 and 2 and. Okay. There's nothing like playing fingerstyle to really show up any dead notes. So if you're firing blank notes, it'll be due to not enough pressure on the finger that's firing a blank. Make sure, so increase the pressure only on that finger. It can be because you are in the wrong, you're not positioned high enough on the fret. The further back you are on the fret, the more likely you are to get unwanted extraneous buzzes, or worse, no sound at all. Or third possibility is one finger is inhibiting and obstructing the string underneath. So yeah, I'm meant to be holding this note, but fingers lying too flat. If your nails are too long, that's one cause. Or if you're putting your finger like that on the soft pad of your finger, the same thing will happen. You've got to be right on tippy toes, right on the very end of the finger, which is actually where it hurts. But you will end up with nice, tough fingertips very, very quickly if you play regularly. You don't have to be playing a long time, but just regularly, like every day. Okay, back to F, and we've got one count of 4, playing these 6, 4, 3, 2. If you're strumming, that's not possible. You can't strum, and there are complicated ways, but we're not going there today. So if you're going to strum it, just take your strumming from the 4th string. Okay, 3. Here we go. One count of 4, of 2. 1 and 2. Now, the next line is exactly the same. Words change, but the chords are the same. So let's go through this a little bit. Go straight through now with no gaps. So we're going to play each chord for one count of 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and F, 2 and 2 and. Okay, relax the fingers, don't take them off. Okay, now we move to the sort of B section, if we have such a thing, and we're going to slide 2 frets, the whole chord. Just relax the fingers, keep everything on the string, slide up 2 frets, and before we put the pressure back on the strings, lift that second finger, because this is a minor chord. Some of you have noted that it looks like an E minor, and it is an E minor shape. Move 1, 2, move 3, and there we go. We have now got G minor. So now this time we're going to play 2 counts of 2. 1, and what strings are we playing? 6, 4, 3, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Now C, which we've already done, so I won't go through it again. So it's the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings, 1 count of 2. 1 and 2 and D minor. 1 and 2 and G minor again. Now this time we have no guide fingers. We're coming at it from a different direction. The first time we encountered the G minor, we came from an F. This time we've come from a D minor. So everything has to change. So bring it up to the, make sure you don't leave your thumb behind, that it moves the same rate as your fingers. And there's no tension on it. You can still feel the back of the neck, but you're not pressing down. So 3rd fret, and that's all the strings. 3rd finger here is the 5th string, 5th fret, and this last one is the 4th string, 5th fret, and it's 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and C, sorry. So remember, for this one, this 3rd finger can stay put, take us down. This is called a guide finger then. The others all come off, but the 3rd finger remains behind and tracks back to the 3rd fret. 1 and 2 and D minor again. 1 and 2 and... Okay, that repeats. So you play that whole sequence all over again. And then there's a solo section. The chords don't... same chords but in a different sequence. So we have D minor, 1 count of 2, 1 and 2 and F, 1 and 2, back to D minor, 1 and 2 and F, 1 and 2. Now G minor. So remember, those 2 and the barre all are in common. The only thing has to happen, this one lifts, then you just slide smoothly up to the 3rd fret. Make sure when you slide that you don't bunch up, which will be caused if you have too much pressure remaining on these fingers. Keep it really light. Think of you just gently wiping something, fragile glass or something. And 2 counts of 2 for G minor. Same as we've had every other time we encountered it. And 6, 4, 3, 2. 1 and 2. And again. 1 and 2. And C, guide finger. 1 and 2. And D minor. And 2. And repeat. G minor for 2, 1 and 2, and again 1 and 2, and B, where am I lost place? C, 1 and 2, and D minor, 1 and 2, and then the whole song repeats again. And we go through the whole song again, minus the, and the outro is the same as we have just, oh, it's a little different, sorry, just looking at it, I'm cribbing as we go along. So the outro is D minor, 1 and 2 and F and 2 and repeat. And so it's pretty much what we had happening in the instrumental section, but it goes on for a lot longer. It just grooves out on that. So I hope you enjoy playing this song. It's a super cool song, so thank you for requesting it. I always really enjoy being able to create a lesson out of a song request, so stay warm. I hope no one got blown away in the storm we had on the weekend. Stay warm, keep playing. Don't forget, I always appreciate your feedback, so questions and comments, I'm really keen to hear from you, and of course requests. So you can join the Blue Fire Tigers group on Facebook and just apply to join. It's a closed group. Or you can look these up on my YouTube channel, and there's a whole lot more there for other songs that you might like to play. So thank you for watching, and I hope you got something out of this and you really enjoyed learning a new piece of music. So ka kite.